could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you're sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming.
I do miss the beach, and it's really cool because our hotel was right on the water this morning.
That's what I heard.
It's so beautiful out there, and I'm gonna actually be going to see some family and stuff, and we're gonna go hang out at the beach and stuff. So I'm excited about that.
Very cool. So you are going to be a senior in high school, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually trying to finish up my senior year while I'm on tour, so that way I can be done, because I'm moving to Nashville after the tour, so that I can work further on my career. Yes,
very cool. Yeah. So are you going? Does that mean you're not going to have a prom that you're going to go to? Are you going to miss out on that?
Probably not going to get to go to my prom, but I mean, I'm pretty much getting my life on track and everything, so I'm pretty much preparing for my life. And if I have to miss my prom, that's okay, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, prom career.
Prom career, that's right. So I mean, if I've got to focus on where things are going to go from here, and I'm very much focused on that.
And have you given any thoughts to any colleges in the near future?
Not yet. I haven't really. Right now, I'm going to focus on career because I can always go to school, and so I really haven't put any time into looking at that yet.
So if you do go to school, what would you take up? Would it have anything to do with music, or do you have a passion somewhere else?
I'm not sure what I would go to school for. Maybe photography or something, something interesting besides music. But I don't know. The chances of me going to school, I haven't really even thought about it. I think if I don't, work out with music, I'll probably go into the songwriting field because, songwriting is also something that I'm very passionate about.
So music has always been a big part of your life?
Oh, yes, ma'am. It's always been something that's, huge for me. And I'm just, songwriting as well is a different side of music. And, it's not just the singing, it's also the words and what you write about, what's important to you. So the songs are they play as much of an important role as being a singer because the artist has to, is pretty much telling the story of each song. So that's another thing that I like about songwriting.
When you wake up in the morning and you're on a tour bus or you're in a hotel, do you think this is crazy that you're here at this point in your life at such a young age?
I think it's very, it's hard to, it's very surreal. It's very, it's just, it doesn't feel real, but because you wake up in the morning and it's so early on the tour buses because we get off our tour buses early in the morning and we go into our hotel rooms, we check in, and then we check out and go to the venue, and then we leave for the next place. It's hard to think about just because we're moving around so much, but and there's a lot going on. I haven't really taken the time, honestly, to take it all in right now. But you can bet that every time that we go out to the meet and greets and there's fans that are screaming your name, that feels good. You definitely feel something.
Right. And so when you do kind of sit down and take the time to kind of think about, things that are going on, is there anything that you miss from back home or miss before America? Little things, maybe mom's cooking or whatever.
I miss my puppy from back home. He's a cockapoo. He's my little buddy, and he's the little brother of my family, and everybody loves him. So, just because I'm the smallest on tour, so I'm the little brother on tour. But yeah, I miss having my little buddy there with me. And but like I said, I'm getting my life on track, and these are things that I'm going to get to see again always. And I can go back home and see my family and those guys whenever I want. So after the tour.
And you mentioned a few minutes ago about fans. So of course when you're touring and you get to your destination, there are always fans either hanging outside of the place where you're playing or your hotel or your tour bus. So do you ever spend time beforehand meeting them? Or
I do.
After, do you do anything? Has anything crazy happened with any fans yet on the tour?
Well, I think Tim has the craziest fans, I have to say. Yesterday I actually met his pecs on Twitter. Tim's pecs and Tim's pants. Yes, they had their Twitter names. Oh, that was they were nice.
That was before.
They didn't want anything to do with me, so it was it was all about yes. Yeah, they go by Tim's pecs on Twitter. He has a variety of names. There's I think he said the recent one was his chin, Tim's chin. So there's one for everything. But I mean, that's something interesting, meeting all of Tim's body parts. I mean, on tour. But I mean, you know, it's really cool getting to meet all the fans on tour and all the supporters. So, but yeah, it's really funny. I thought it was hilarious meeting Tim. I mean, Tim was really excited about meeting his Bex because we were. It's really funny to talk about, but because we were going to go out to meet the fans, and I said I'd go with him. So, but he was looking for his pecs. It's funny to say that. Yes, it's funny to say that he is looking for. Tim's looking for his pecs. Tim has met. It's funny.
Well, and if you could pick one song that in 10 years would describe this summer, this experience, what would it be and why?
If that's a tough choice to describe this entire summer. In 10 years, that's really that's like really tough. I don't know actually what would be a perfect song, but I mean, I can say that it's an incredible journey, and it's going to be something that I remember for the rest of my life. So I don't know, like just to squeeze everything into one song from this summer would be like totally hard. It'd be really hard.
And I don't wanna miss a day.